You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
So I just watched Mixtape, the new BBC romantic drama, and honestly, it left me a little wrecked in the best possible way. It's one of those shows that sneaks up on you with its soft power. Not a flashy spectacle, but an emotionally layered, beautifully nostalgic experience that makes you think about your own past, your first love, and the music that got you through it. Starring Jim Sturgis and Teresa Palmer, Mixtape tells the story of Dan and Allison, two teenagers from 1980s Sheffield who fall in love the old-school way, through letters and handmade cassette tapes. The younger versions of the characters are played by Rory Walton-Smith and Florence Hunt, who absolutely nail that awkward, earnest vulnerability of teenage romance. You feel every moment, every exchanged glance, every track on a tape that means more than words ever could.
But what really hits you is the way time bends in this story.
The show fast-forwards to the present day, where Sturgis's Dan is now a slightly worn-out music journalist, still tethered emotionally to Allison, even though they haven't spoken in decades. Allison, now a best-selling author in Sydney, suddenly pops back into his life via a friend request, and the emotional floodgates open. The format shifts from analog tapes to Spotify playlists, but the sentiment stays the same. And wow, it's a punch to the gut, in the gentlest, most aching ways. What elevates Mixtape? It's no surprise, Sturgis had a hand in picking the music, and even taught the younger actors how to make real mixtapes on actual cassettes. That detail, like so much in the show, feels lived in. It matters that Dan isn't just nostalgic, he's haunted. And there's something universal in that. Who among us doesn't have a song that transports us instantly back to a moment or a person we never quite got over? Sturgis is quietly magnetic in this role, known for breakout hits like Across the Universe and One Day Anne. He's always had this soulful, everyman charm, and here he channels it with a new layer of wistful maturity. He even admits in a recent interview that he wishes he'd embraced his fame more back in the day. That kind of humility bleeds into his performance. There's something so real about watching someone who looks like they've carried a few regrets. And then there's Teresa Palmer. Graceful, grounded, and luminous. She and Sturgis reconnect not just in character, but in real life too. They first met almost 2 decades ago during auditions for 21, and finally get to work together in this series. That kind of long-lost synergy shows. Their connection feels earned, authentic. Mixtape is only 4 episodes long, but you'll wish it went on forever. It's a meditation on timing, on missed chances, and on how the music we loved when we were young still has the power to undo us. If you've ever made or received a mixtape, you'll feel this one in your bones. It's rare to find a series that captures romance without artifice, longing without melodrama, and nostalgia without cliché. Mixtape does it all, and does it beautifully. Stay subscribed for more videos.